Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The kidnapping turns deadly as the captor is finally revealed, leaving Sharon and Phyllis stunned. According to spoilers from The Young and the Restless, the kidnapping will become fatal once the captor is discovered. Sharon, Newman and Phyllis Summers will be startled when they discover who has been holding them prisoner, but who will it be? We know Ian Ward apparently lived because he opened his eyes and gasped in the ambulance. According to the morgue, Ian was supposedly cremated, although he may have duped someone into helping him keep up the illusion of his false death. However, if Ian was out for vengeance, wouldn't he be busy pursuing Victor Newman for attempting to kill him? Ian was already suffering from a near-fatal injury, therefore it doesn't appear that he is the culprit. That gets us to a clue that Billy Abbott will reveal in the March 10th show. After ruling out Ian, Billy explores the possibility that another madman is responsible. If Billy is correct, Phyllis and Sharon's abductor could be a mentally unstable male character. That makes logical, given that Sharon and Phyllis are being kept at Havenhurst, an abandoned psychiatric facility. Sharon initially contemplated the likelihood that their abductor had previously worked as a doctor or patient there. Let's look from the patient's perspective and pretend the individual doing all of this is mentally unstable. When Alan Loron first met Sharon, he said that he was conducting a psychological study and wanted to interview her. Alan was writing a book, so think about it for a while. Given the facts, it may be time to reconsider the hypothesis that Alan is not actually Alan. What if Martin Loron is the twin who survived the balcony fall in France and has been masquerading as Alan for months? We can't forget how Alan came into the Abbott mansion with Tracy Abbott and pretended he'd never been there before. It could have been because Martin had never been there, unlike his brother. Martin previously worked for Alan and transcribed notes from his sessions, so he believed he could do Alan's job better than him. When Martin eventually posed as Alan and engaged with Ashley Abbott, he used strong hypnosis tactics. Now consider Sharon and Phyllis's unusual prison situation. Doesn't it feel like a bizarre, excessive type of therapy? Perhaps the person in charge believes they are assisting when in reality they are causing a whole nightmare? In the March 10th episode, Sharon will investigate the possibility that someone wants them to see their brilliance through the mystery and performance. That's another clue that would be appropriate for Martin. Since it has been established that Alan was doing research for a book and wanted to speak with Sharon, it is possible that Martin gathered all of this information about her history with Phyllis. That makes sense because determining which music was played at the event where Phyllis and Sharon clashed would need extensive study. No one would recall that off the top of their head, therefore the person behind all of this doesn't have to be someone who knows Sharon and Phyllis very well. They only need to be willing to conduct the necessary research. Let us review all of these signs so that we can see the broader picture. The kidnapper is possibly a former psychiatric patient who has coerced Phyllis and Sharon into a game that resembles a psychotic treatment session. We might surely believe Martin is in charge here and wants to show that his harsh techniques are effective. As luck would have it, Alan returns to the screen during the week of March 10th to 14th, and in the promo video, he effectively proposes to Tracy Abbott. Is YNR setting Tracy up for a major fall? Is the show ready to expose that Martin has been duping her all along and that he is behind the kidnapping chaos? According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon and Phyllis will be in a frenzied fight for survival as the game goes off the rails, so stay tuned for more captor predictions and updates on all the stunning events coming. The Young and the Restless Monday, March 10th update, morgue claims Ian Ward cremated, Billy fears different madman. According to The Young and the Restless update for Monday, March 10th, the morgue will declare Ian Ward has been cremated, leaving Billy Abbott to fear a different madman. Nick Newman will arrive at Billy's house and reveal that there has been no word on the whereabouts of Sharon Newman or Phyllis Summers. Nick will also try to obtain new CCTV footage, but he will be unsuccessful. Nick will be frustrated on Monday's episode of YNR, so Billy will persuade him to take a break and have a drink with him. That will allow Nick to vent, and Billy will express regret for not realizing Phyllis was in difficulty sooner. Billy will bring up Ian's name and ask if Nick is certain that the man is genuinely dead. Nick will allege that he was present when Ian was shot and walked past his body. Furthermore, Nick will disclose that he verified with the morgue and is confident that Ian is no longer alive because he was told Ian had been cremated. That will make Billy concerned that a separate psychopath is responsible for Sharon and Phyllis's kidnapping, but Nick will plainly believe they need more information. At the abandoned psychiatric facility, Phyllis will work out and drink from a water bottle. Sharon and Phyllis will have another disagreement, especially since the answer to their last riddle appears to be forgiveness. Phyllis suggests she could fake it, but she predicts their captor will be able to tell. Phyllis will reject the idea of true forgiveness. In fact, Phyllis would say she'd rather have rats nibble on her decaying corpse than genuinely forgive Sharon. However, things will take a frightening turn when Phyllis contracts a terrible illness. Phyllis will be in excruciating pain on the couch due to the nausea and burning sensation in her stomach. After the alarm goes off, the kidnapper will return with a message about Sharon needing to locate the antidote. Phyllis will freak out about being poisoned by the water bottle, so Sharon will panic and rummage about the room. The captor will ultimately reveal that this object is the beginning and conclusion, as well as something you cannot see. Sharon will conclude that it is the one bottle of water marked with a sticker on the lid. Because water is see-through and caused Phyllis's awful symptoms, Sharon hopes that this particular bottle will be the cure. Phyllis will be concerned, but Sharon will say she is virtually positive about this. While Sharon urges Phyllis to swallow this putative remedy, Audra Charles will keep Nate Hastings updated on her conversation with Holden Novak. Audra will explain the strain in Holden's connection with Damien Kane, which shifted when he transitioned from friend to Damien's employment. Holden now appears bitter and dislikes Damien's outbursts. Nate will update Audra on Lily Winter's investigation and the fact that Damien does not actually own the firms he claims to run. Nate, on the other hand, will want to give Damien the benefit of the doubt and is concerned about missing Amy Lewis' opportunity to reconcile. Because so many people are digging, Nate is concerned about pushing Damien away. Audra will broadly agree that it is prudent to be cautious, but she will defer to Nate when it comes to pressuring Holden for additional information. After Holden texts Audra about still wanting a buddy, she will show Nate the message. Nate will message Audra's phone to confirm their friendship and keep the lines of contact open. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Damien's secrets will continue to reveal themselves, so stay tuned to find out what more he is hiding. Young and the Restless spoilers include Phyllis's health crisis, Alan surprising Tracy, and Holden flirting with Claire. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, the CBS soap will be filled with surprises. For the past few weeks, everything has revolved around Sharon and Phyllis. However, the latest YNR preview video reveals unexpected changes. One of them appears to be testing a potential new couple. Honestly, we're here for the combination that might make one of the characters less boring. There has been a lot of turmoil on the show, but at least one pleasant moment is on the way. Tracy and Claire have unusual moments. Tracy and Alan's romance has been put on hold, thus YNR fans have mostly forgotten about them. The happy couple returns to spend some time with Jack and Diane. Tracy gushes to Alan about her newfound happiness with him in the promo video, while Diane and Jack watch. Alan had a prank under his sleeve, which is essentially a proposal to Tracy. Meanwhile, Claire sits alone at the GAC bar, sipping a martini. After commenting on James Bond and martinis, Claire finds someone to talk to. Holden arrives and immediately starts flirting with Claire. Holden and Claire are rumored to share a mysterious past. Perhaps this encounter represents their reunion, or it could simply be Holden putting on the charm because Claire piqued his interest. What is wrong with Phyllis? According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon and Phyllis face a life-threatening situation. In the video, Phyllis appears to be unwell. Phyllis doubles over in perspiration as Sharon asks what's wrong. Phyllis feels ill, and all indicators point to her being poisoned. This is YNR, after all, and they're imprisoned in a basement, so what's a little poison in the mix? Whatever it is, Phyllis does not look well. Sharon needs to act quickly if she wants to spare her enemy's life and allow them to flee. Will Tracy accept Alan's proposal? Will Claire interact with Holden or shut him down because of Kyle? 3 must-see YNR moments week of March 10, 2025. The Young and the Restless spoilers offer 3 must-see scenes for the week of March 10, 2025. Fans should expect Alan Lawson to propose marriage. Chancellor has a lead over Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman. Also, Holden Novak sets his sights on Claire Grace Newman. Alan Lawson's unexpected proposal. Fans may look forward to seeing more of Alan and Tracy Abbott in the week of March 10th. Tracy will enthuse about how her romantic relationship reminds her of what true love is like. That's when Alan is overcome with emotion. The psychiatrist adds if he thought he had a chance, he would ask for her hand in marriage right away. Tracy Abbott's surprise news. Of course, Tracy's jaw drops open. Will she say yes? Right now, she has no reason to say no. Tracy appears content with Alan. Later in the week, Tracy tells Jack Abbott some shocking news. Could this be too soon? Alan has attempted to rush things with Tracy before. Perhaps there is some hardship in paradise off camera. The suggestion cannot be the source of the surprise news. In the weekly teaser video, Jack may be seen in the background as Alan proposes to Tracy. So there's something else going on. Holden Novlan's new connection. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Holden will appear in another must-see moment. In the preview clip, Holden texts Audra Charles that he is going to board the plane. However, Holden is not at the airport. Instead, he is in a pub, observing Claire. Holden approaches Claire as she mutters something about the powerful drink. Claire appears surprised, but she doesn't recognize Holden. So what is Holden up to? Chancellor's lead. After the kidnapping, Phyllis is poisoned. Sharon discovers the antidote, sparing Phyllis's life. However, it appears that the tables have turned several times this week. Meanwhile, Nick Newman and Billy Abbott resolve to work together to find the missing women. By the conclusion of the week, Chance has a lead on the kidnapped victims. Chance shares this knowledge with Billy and Nick. However, will they arrive in time? While they pursue this lead, Sharon and Phyllis are battling for their life. Young and the Restless star Joshua Morrow discusses life after California wildfires. Joshua Morrow, a YNR star, and his family have relocated following the recent wildfires. It has been 2 months since the California wildfires, which damaged numerous homes in the Los Angeles area. Joshua Morrow, who stars on The Young and the Restless, is one of many people whose homes have been destroyed. Now, the actor and his family are attempting to reconstruct their lives after the calamity. Memories from a community. Many celebrities' homes were destroyed by the latest wildfires. Morrow's YNR co-stars, Eric Braeden, Amelia Heinle, and Melissa Claire Egan, also lost their houses. The actor's home suffered just smoke damage, and he was able to salvage valuable family treasures. But, like many Palisades residents, Morrow and his family were compelled to flee. The celebrity, his wife Tobe, and their 4 children moved between renting and staying with friends. When it was eventually safe to return, Morrow was taken aback by the destruction. You could go in and clean up the house that we lived in, but the neighborhood, it looks like bombs went off, he described to Woman's World. There's devastation everywhere you turn. Obviously, they will go in and fix things, but it will never be the same. Morrow became emotional after witnessing the wreckage. The thing we lost that hurts is the community, he explained. My family started and was reared there. My children played in those parks, attended those schools and yogurt shops. Without a doubt, the happiest years of my life were spent there, and it has now been completely destroyed. Now all I have are my memories. Temporary home. After weeks of couch surfing, Morrow and his family have found a new, temporary home in a different community. He confesses that their future plans are uncertain. We've been in there for a few years, he explained. We're not sure when or if we'll return. It is that painful. We don't know what life will be like in a few years. The unknown is intimidating, and we feel awful about abandoning this community we like. But I have a family to raise, and we can now start to put things back together. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.